What's up, guys? Barry Freeman here with another episode of the PropertyTales podcast. Today I've got Zack Smith with me, his first time on the podcast. We're going to talk about what it means when we say we buy houses. We just hired Zack because it's a huge process of buying houses and then putting them through the work that it takes to get them to the market and then to sell them. So how you doing?
I'm doing quite well. Yourself?
Great. How long you been with Freeman Brothers Capital Investments now?
I believe 3 months.
Did I say your title?
I think you did.
Field manager?
Field operations manager?
Field operations manager. Our big bottleneck was we're buying all these houses, but then they'd just sit there for weeks while we're waiting on contractors or stuff to happen. And so Zack is solving that problem. So what's your day-to-day look like?
I go out and I check the properties, make sure they're functioning as they should. And if we have work going on at the properties, just make sure everything's going according to plan and that we don't run into any kind of trouble.
So if you're a contractor in Southeast Kentucky, message us. I'll put you to Zack. We're always looking for flooring guys, painting guys, cleaning people, everything to do with houses. So have you had anybody kind of reach out to you yet? Or people starting to figure out that you're the big dog when it comes to the construction side?
I've not had anybody reach out to me yet, but I'm sure it'll happen.
Well, this will,
as everybody talks about it.
Yeah. Well, this podcast will help too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people, you're the face of, dealing with the contractors.
Yeah.
Most of the contractors, I don't even know their names or what they look like, but you do.
Yeah, I do. I enjoy it. It's kind of fun. I like relationship building with people.
I do too, but you can only put so much energy into different things. So
yeah.
My energy's out lead generation, finding the houses to buy, and then your job is just getting them to where we can sell them again.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, Freeman Brothers buys houses in Corbin, London, Williamsburg, Barberville. If you've got a house that you just have for whatever reason, somebody's passed away, divorce, maybe you're behind on your loan payment and you're facing foreclosure. These are all very normal situations that come up in people's lives. We're providing a solution to that. So here's what you do. You email me your name, the address. We have Zack go out. That's one thing we're changing to. We're going to have you start going out and reviewing these properties.
Okay.
The reason is the realtors are just too slow.
Okay.
I'm editing all this out.
I was going to say, keep it in. Keep it live, guys.
Keep it live.
Real time, me finding out about this.
So we're going to give you the address and have you reach out to them.
Okay.
And go, because it's just taking pictures and then trying to get an idea of the scope of work.
Yeah.
Then we can have the realtors evaluate the house. So what we'll do is the realtors will say, okay, your house is worth $100,000. Freeman Brothers will offer you $70,000. And the reason we offer you less than what maybe the market will provide is because our goal is to sell it and try to make a little bit of money. And you think if it's worth 100, we're offering 70 that we would make $30,000, but that's not even close to true. I mean, what do you think the average amount is that we're actually spending on these houses once we buy them just to get them back to market?
I think it kind
What's
of
the cheapest you've heard in a while?
I mean, I know we spent $25 on a home for a master commissioner sale, and then what? We've got like
Another 15.
Like 10 or 11 plus then insurance and utilities and everything. So those add up the longer we have them. So I mean, and then mowing too. We have to add mowing on there. So see, that's another factor you have to kind of again factor into it. It's quite a large scope.
Yeah, if we're buying a house for 70, we're probably got 80 in it. So if we sell for 100 after we pay the realtors, we're maybe making $10,000 plus all the risk. I mean, there's a chance we're wrong and the house isn't even worth 100.
Yeah.
So that's what we mean when we say we buy houses. Yes, we'll definitely offer less than the market, but we'll tell you what we're offering. We're also going to tell you if you list it with us, what it would probably bring, which is probably more, but also usually means people are having to put money in them and it's money that people don't have.
Exactly.
So that's what that means. So if you have a house for sale, not on the market, but just you have a house and you need to get rid of it, we can also close really quickly. We've got a closing on Friday. Those two houses in Barberville. Have you seen those? I don't think you're even aware of that one. Anyway, we have a contract. We made a contract Friday of last week. This Friday, we're closing on two houses in Barberville, 7-day closing. The reason it takes 7 days is because, it just takes time to do the title search, draft up the deed. I mean, we'd close in 1 day if we could because that time that We're waiting. I mean, it's because it's risk. The house could burn down. Something could happen.
Hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. One thing that we need to make sure we're doing is when we make a deal on these houses, we probably should go ahead and put them under on insurance. We're going to buy them.
I would say we would hold off on that.
Why do you say that?
Because it's like Dr. Parker. We got insurance ahead of time, and then.
But we had to buy Dr. Parker. Master commissioners. Once you.
No, I'm saying that, but I'm saying we didn't have the deed in hand though. We should have waited to get the insurance. So we had the deed in hand, only for the simple fact of if there's something kind of wrong with the home or insurance is going to kick back on, they give you that month to get it fixed. And see, we had insurance before that, and so our time ran out way too close.
So Dr. Parker is a special case because we bought that at Master Commissioner sale. You can't back out of the deal if it burns down.
Yeah, so that's why you got it. But I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
Normal deals. You're saying, but normal deals.
I'm saying normal deals. I think we might need to hold off, or at least like a week before get insurance on it. When we're going to be closing. That way we just have a little ample time if insurance does kick back that we can go, okay, we're still under while we're getting this fixed.
That's a good idea. Because we can still, in a normal deal, we can back out literally at the closing table if we want
We
to.
can. And then that's the also thing you have to remember is like where insurance is out, then liability, if somebody were to get hurt or whatever, we don't have that coverage on that side of it too.
The dream is we don't actually buy the house because it burns down, but we have insurance on it.
So that it just burns down and you get the money for
so
it.
We get the fire money without actually owning the house. We've gone back and forth on if you can do that. I mean, you're allowed to insure anything you want.
You're allowed to insure anything. You have to be careful, though, because sometimes, like Master Commissioner's fine, I know, but having two insurances, like if somebody else is carrying it and then you're also carrying on it, it can pose a problem and insurance won't pay out.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Most people around here, though, when they're selling houses, they're not even carrying homeowners. It's wild.
Oh, yeah. There's people I know. You'd be amazed people who don't just carry auto or fire.
It doesn't cost very much, but it's just you've got to protect the most important asset you have, your $100,000 home.
Yeah, but even think of all the renters that you have. Like people don't really carry renters insurance and don't think about it. And it's the cheapest kind of,
It's $12 a month, maybe.
Maybe. I have $35,000 on just that. I have a personal articles policy on all my gear because that doesn't cover it. But it's like $15 for $35,000 in coverage.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And I'm like,
I think I've got mine's $19 for $80,000 of personal property in my house.
Yeah.
Maybe not that much, but yeah, it's $18 a month, whatever it covers.
Yeah.
Geez, you don't even feel that. That's a
No.
Netflix subscription.
So
People care more about their Netflix subscription than their insurance.
they do. Well, I always loved it when people would be like, they would cancel it because they're like, I'm just not using it. And you're like, well, you probably should. And they'd be like, we don't need it. And then cut to a month later, hey, do I have coverage? You canceled it. This happened. And you're like, hate to break it to you.
One of our investors called me. His State Farm insurance didn't automatically renew for whatever reason. Normally it does. Maybe he'd missed a payment, something. Letter went to his original home where his parents live. Dad just, no, it's not for me. It's for my son. He put in a pile for him for when he came home. Insurance lapsed, fire. $120,000 duplex. I hate that. I wonder how much of that's true, but that's what the investor told me, and I believe it.
It happens.
We have to deal with insurance weekly, small stuff. Like for example, this house we bought in gray. We put it under. Will you kind of tell that story about the insurance on that? Because I just don't know the ins and outs of it.
We bought a property from Master Commissioner sale. Went ahead and got insurance put on it. So we finally get the deed.
Because with Master Commissioner sale, you can't back out.
Yeah, you can't back out. So when you say we're going to buy this, and then you put that initial down payment, you're effectively being like, we are buying.
The cash is out of our hands.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're just waiting on usually we're waiting 3 months for the deed.
For the deed or whatever. Got insurance on it before that. So we get the deed a couple weeks later and trying to figure out what we need to do in order to get the property up to date to sell and list. And in doing so, great deal of work for this property. I mean, it was a absolute wreck. Trash and just stuff everywhere, a bunch of junk.
The guy hadn't moved a single belonging out of the home.
No. Well, out of the house or out of the outside of the property. I mean, there were engines, transmissions. I mean,
There's probably $30,000 in stuff.
Every bit. I
Yeah,
think they
trying to be
said,
conservative.
yeah, I mean, you about have, well, and then the guys we got to remove it said there was, ended up being over 100 tires. They thought it was over 60, and it's actually almost 100 tires they found out on the property. So, I mean, it's really crazy. But where there were these issues, we had to take photos to give to the insurance. And then insurance said, hey, these things need to be done before we will insure it. You have X number of days, and as of this date, insurance will be canceled, but there's like a probation period where you're not covered, but if it's fixed within this time, after this 30 days, insurance can be reinstated, and it'll act basically as if it's not.
So today's August 12th. As of August 3rd this month, insurance dropped off.
Insurance dropped off.
So what's happening now with that?
Well, it's raining now, so I don't think the guys are probably working on it since that, but we are within the final stretch of being done this week. So
Once the contractors are done, will you take pictures and we'll get the insurance back?
yeah, once the contractors get done there, they just had to pick up a couple of the small stuff. They got all the big stuff. It looks really, really good.
But talk about a high-risk property. The guy that got foreclosed on, lost his house to mass commissioner sale, was a drug dealer, was mad that he lost his house.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the type of guy that comes back and burns it down.
Yeah, and, don't have insurance on it. So.
Right. But we have $35,000 into it.
Yeah, but still, you don't want to lose $35,000, But there's...
I met the contractors out there the day after we bought it, and the previous homeowner pulled up, and he's a 50-year-old man.
Yeah.
Pulled up in a little go-kart for like a 5-year-old. And that was how he was driving around town. And he goes, "What are you doing in my house?" I was like, that we got this at Mass Commissioner sale. He goes, "No, you didn't." I was like, "We did." He's like, "Well, you can't touch my stuff on the outside. That's mine." I go, "We own the property."
Well, that's what's funny is a neighbor had stopped by when I was out there, I guess, last week when me and Tony were out there, because Tony was working. And, he was just like, "I don't know what happened, but this guy's not happy because his home got taken." I'm like, he had ample notice. And he was like, "He did not." And I'm like, "I'm telling you he did."
6 months.
Like, I'm not trying to be this guy, but I'm pretty positive he knew.
Yes, I'm surprised my house got foreclosed. That's not a thing.
No.
And then obviously, the only bad guy I really feel bad for is the trailer in the back. Is that who you're talking about, or someone else?
Somebody else.
Okay, so the guy with the trailer in the back that was renting, there's a small chance he did not know.
Oh no, 100%. I wouldn't probably say he did not know, unfortunately.
So we show up to the house, and this poor guy, we're knocking on his door, and he's like, "What do you mean I have to leave?"
But then also you're going, it's just weird that you would put this small of a property and have 3 different trailers on there plus your home,
It's I'm excited for that deal. I'm glad we're talking about that now, because when we sell it here in like a month or two, probably 2 months now, that'll be a good one to talk about the beginning, middle, end. And you're documenting everything.
I'm documented that. I've got photos and videos, so
That's cool. That'll be a good one.
We'll see what we started with and where we've ended up.
It's gonna be a good one. We're probably gonna have $40,000 in it. I think it's probably worth $125,000. We'll see. It's a home, like actual single family home, and 2. Would you say livable trailers? One's livable for sure.
I know one is livable, probably for sure. The other one, it's a toss-up. Nobody can get into it.
Oh, is that the one that we had to actually evict the guy?
Yeah, and it's just junked up to where you can't.
Have you talked to Tony about that guy? Is he gone now?
No, yeah, he's not signed.
Okay, good.
So,
Good. So yeah, your job's going to expand a little bit, but in a good way. You really need to be the one to learn how to evaluate these houses and the scope of work.
Yeah.
I mean, you're learning that already, but you need to be the one to do that from the beginning, so that we really know if we buy it for 70, we'll probably have 80 in it.
Yeah.
Can we sell it for enough to make some money?
Yeah.
So if you guys have any questions about selling, buying, investing, flipping, we know as much as anybody. I'm not saying we know everything, but we made a lot of mistakes. We bought the wrong houses. We put way too much work into houses. So we've seen a lot, and I'm happy to be generous with that knowledge. And I'm sure Zach's happy to impart all the wisdom he's gained over the last few months. So, but yeah, reach out. That's all I really wanted to cover. We buy houses, Freeman Brothers Properties. Follow us on Facebook. Appreciate if you like and share this video. Otherwise, thanks for joining me on the podcast.
We buy homes.
We buy homes.
We buy homes.
All right. This has been another episode of the PropertyTales podcast. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.